Good morning, students. Welcome to Blue Star High Secondary School, Class 8, Subject English. Topic Bipin Chowdhury Labs of Memory. Prose. So, students, we are all dependent on our memory, right? But our memory can trick us too. Sometimes forgetfulness is very common, but this forgetfulness sometimes put us in a tight spot. Imagine yourself to be forgetting a part of your life completely. What will happen to you? Will it not drive you nuts and leave you confused just like Bipin Babu in our prose? Bipin Chowdhury's The Lapse of Memory by Satyajit Ray. Before going to the lesson, let's see some hard words presented in our prose. Idle chat, unnecessary conversation. Meek, quiet. Utter disbelief, complete surprise. Regretted, felt sad. Intimate, very personal and private. Deliberate, intentionally. Insanity, mental illness. Bracing, stimulating. Going nuts, going mad. Sarcasm, satire. Getting into people's hair, interfering with and annoying people, snuggling, comfortable position, sleuthing, investigating an event, conscientious, careful and correct. Head was in a will, confused and unable to think clearly. Gather his wits together, make an effort to become calm and think clearly. Having a rough time, having a lot of problems, turning up like a bad penny, appearing at a place where once is not welcome. Didn't beat about the bush, come straight to the point, off and on, now and then. Throw your mind back, think back and recall a past event. Must see about consulting, may have to consult. Tranquilizer, a medicine to reduce stress and anxiety. Boulder, a large rock. Came around, regained consciousness. He is Mr. Satyajit Ray, who had written our prose, Bipin Chowdhury's The Lapse of Memory. Satyajit Ray was an Indian filmmaker, screenwriter, music composer, graphic artist, lyricist, and author. He was born in Kolkata into a Bengali family which was prominent in the field of arts and literature. Now let's start. This chapter is divided into 4 parts and let's see the characters present in the prose. Bipin Chowdhury, Chunni Babu, a friend of Bipin Babu, Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, a friend of Bipin Babu, Mr. Parimal Ghosh, a friend of Chunni Babu, Dr. Paresh Chanda, a doctor. Let's see the character sketch of the lesson. Bipin Chowdhury is an old man who had no children. He was living a lonely life after his wife demise. He was working in reputed firm at responsible post and have few friends. Personality. He had keen interest in reading books. This is shown in starting of our story. He stopped his car every Monday in Newmarket to buy books. He never wanted to waste his time in idle chatting. Parimal Ghosh. He is round-faced, meek-looking man who interviewed Bipin Chowdhury in bookshop. He tried to make believe Bipin Babu that he had gone to Ranchi. He also provided many evidence that make Bipin rely on his statement. Chunni Lal, he is school friend of Bipin Chowdhury. He previously worked in travel agency, but now in search of job, he kept visiting Bipin's house about the job, but Bipin always disregards him. Bipin Babu had also not helped him financially at time of need. So he tried to take revenge by frustrating Bipin's mind through his imagination. Paresh Chanda, he is a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and sharp nose. He is called by Bipin Chowdhury to treat memory loss problem. Let's start the first part of our prose. The story begins with a description of Bipin Babu's personality. Bipin Chaudhary was a person who never liked to talk at social events. He was shy and he was never believed in idle chatting. He had very few friends and he was more responsible towards his work. The only passion that he had was reading books, and he read all kinds of books like ghost stories, thrillers and crime stories. So every Monday he had a routine that he will go to bookshop and buy books. The bookshop name is Kalisharan's in New Market. On Monday he was in Kalisharan bookshop. He could understand that someone was closely observing him. When he looked around, a young man who started to smile at him. Bipin Babu was confused, but he was not able to recognize him. The man came forward and introduced him, and he told that he was Parimal Ghosh, who was with him for entire week in 1958. When he was at Ranchi, Bipin was shocked because he had never been to Ranchi earlier. He had a plan to go Ranchi, but it was unsuccessful. Bipin thought that Parimal Ghosh was mistaken with the identity. Yet, Bipin Babu did not pay much attention to Parimal Ghosh. He kept on selecting the books from the bookshelf. As Bipin Babu and Parimal Ghosh were talking to each other, Parimal Ghosh started to give details of Bipin Babu Ranchi's trip. He told Bipin Babu about the fall that he had in Hudru Falls, and he had cut his right knee, and it was Parimal Ghosh who had bought ointment for him and fixed it. Parimal Ghosh also told Bipin Babu that when he was at Ranchi, he had a companion called Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, but he did not want to stay at hotel because he ever liked the food of an hotel, so he preferred to stay in a bungalow with Babaji. And Dinesh Mukherjee shifted to his sister place. Parimal Ghosh also told Bipin Babu that he remembered Bipin Babu was always carried of bag of books, and he also remembered him telling about his wife who was dead and he had no children. Also, Bipin Babu brother was insane and he died, which is why he refused to visit mental hospital in Ranchi. When Parimal Ghosh was telling all these details, Bipin Babu was really confused because he thought if he didn't know this man, how come this man know all the personal private details about him? Moreover, Bipin Babu told Parimal Ghosh that in October 1958 he had gone to Kanpur to meet his friend, so it was very obvious that he couldn't visit Ranchi at that point of time. But at last, when Bipin Babu was paying for that books and he was about to leave, Parimal Ghosh was about still looking at Bipin Babu, utter disbelief, because Parimal Ghosh could not understand why and how Bipin Babu has forgotten that very important part of his life, to visit Ranchi. That the end of this part, let's see the comprehension question which are there in your book. Let us discuss the question and answers. Why did the man stare at Bipin Babu in disbelief? He could not understand how Bipin Babu had forgotten about him when they had met in Ranchi. The man knew a lot about his life and relatives. Second question. Where did Bipin Babu say he went in October 58? Bipin Babu spent his puja holidays in 1958 with a friend in Kanpur. Question number 3. Mention any 3 or more things that Parimal Ghosh knew about Bipin Babu. He had fall in Hudru Falls and cut his right knee. Bipin Babu stayed at a bungalow because he liked food cooked by Babaji. Bipin Babu's wife had died 10 years ago. Bipin brothers had died of insanity. Bipin carried a bag of books during sightseeing, and Bipin Babu had no children. Now, after that short interaction with Parimal Ghosh, Bipin Babu was completely shocked. As he was moving, he was not calm and peaceful because his mind kept on thinking the trip with Parimal Ghosh was talking about. This incident had happened only 6 to 7 years back, and he wondered how could he forget this incident. Yet, this man, Parimal Ghosh, knew a great deal about his life. He knew everything about his wife, his brother, and his children. But how could it be? He had completely forgotten about this, and he didn't know Parimal Ghosh. There he thought of his friend with whom he had spent puja in Kanpur. His name was Haridas, and he thought of writing a letter to Haridas. Then again he remembered Haridas was not in India. He had gone to Japan recently with his wife. So now there is no question of asking anyone about this trip. And then after a while, he thought of forgetting this incident and moving off with his life. Now, about thinking whatever happened, his mind was completely unforgettable. So, while he was going round Hastings, Bipin Babu decided to roll up his trousers and check whether there was really a mark or not. And there it was, and he was a bit confused. What was that mark about? Was it the mark of a childhood incident? Or would he really had fall in Hudru Falls at Ranchi? He kept on thinking about it, and then an idea crossed his mind. Why don't he call Dinesh Mukherjee? Dinesh Mukherjee was a person who used to pass a ruthless comments, and he used to mock at people and might make fun of Bipin Babu. So she decided to meet him, but rather make a phone call. At least from the phone call, as ashamed as he would be face to face, as he decided to call Dinesh on the next day, and he went to bed and he opened the new book and started reading and forget this incident. The next day, Bipin Babu called up Dinesh Mukherjee to ask about any kind of incident which happened in 1958. That there were two incidents which happened in 1958. One was that he had gone to Krishnanagar to attend his nephew. The second one was at Ranchi in October. On hearing Dinesh's words, he was speechless, and Bipin do not know what to do. There were now two witnesses, Parimal Ghosh and Dinesh Mukherjee, yet none of them was convincing. Because Bipin Babu was sure he was never been to Ranchi, yet there were two witnesses to tell him that he was been to Ranchi. That if he was been to Ranchi, then how come he has forget that incident entirely? All those thoughts, Bipin Babu had lost his appetite, and he was refused to eat the sandwiches which was there in his tiffin box. That the end of part 2. Let's see the comprehension questions. Why did Bipin Babu worry about and what Parimal Ghosh had said? Parimal Ghosh knew a lot about Bipin Babu's wife and brother and all his habits. On hearing that, Bipin Babu was little confused. How did he try to decide who was right, his memory or Parimal Ghosh? Bipin Babu did two things: checked his right knee for a cut mask and called up Dinesh Mukherjee to know about his Ranchi trip. Why did Bipin Babu hesitate to visit Mr. Mukherjee? Why did he finally decide to phone him? Bipin Babu was afraid that Dinesh Mukherjee might make fun of him. He called Dinesh to avoid embarrassment. What did Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it comfort Bipin Babu or add to his worries? Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee confirmed that they had been to Ranchi, and it added more to Bipin Babu's worries. Bipin Babu had been working for the last 25 years, and this 25 years had maintained a good reputation for himself. He was tireless and very careful worker. Everybody respected him, but for the first time in this 25 years, he had happened with him and that he could not concentrate on his work. Obviously, whatever Parimal Ghosh, Dinesh Mukherjee, everyone had told him that he had been to Ranchi was disturbing him constantly. Although he knew that he never been to Ranchi yet, now he became doubtful about his memory. In the evening at his home, Chunilal came to meet Bipin Babu, but Chunilal was a schoolmate of Bipin Babu and Chunilal had been jobless for quite a few days and he had been looking up to Bipin Babu to help him. But Bipin Babu knew that nothing could be done. That's why lately he had been trying to avoid Chunilal. Bipin Babu told a servant to tell Chunilal that he can't meet Chunilal. But he thought to ask about the incident in Ranchi to Chunilal. So he rushed downwards from the stairs to meet Chunilal. Bipin Babu was shocked that Chunilal was also confirmed that he went to Ranchi. When Bipin Babu asked him that he really remembered that, Chunilal answered he was working in a travel agency at the time and he was the one who had arranged Bipin Babu's Ranchi's ticket and also got the fan repaired in his compartment. Bipin Babu did not know what to do and he was speechless, and after that Chunilal advised to meet doctor and to get himself treated on seeing Bipin Babu's bad condition. Chunilal did not speak a word and left the place quietly. After being advised by Chunilal to consult a doctor, Bipin Babu went to Dr. Paresh Chanda. Paresh Chanda was a physician, but he had never encountered a case like that of Bipin Babu. So he prescribed a tonic and a tranquilizer so that Bipin Babu will be able to sleep and be peaceful. He also advised Bipin Babu to go back to Ranchi and see if he can recall few things of that place. Bipin Babu slept of that night and next morning he feeling that he was better because of that meditation. Instantly he booked a ticket to Ranchi and he left for Ranchi in that evening. See the comprehension check for part 3. Who was Chunilal? What did he want from Bipin Babu? Chunilal was Bipin Babu's schoolmate. Chunilal was jobless and wanted Bipin Babu to help him with this problem. Why was Dr. Chanda puzzled? What was unusual about Bipin Babu's loss of memory? Dr. Chanda had never dealt with such a problem. The most unusual thing was that Bipin Babu remembered everything of his past except one particular incident. Part 4. On Dr. Paresh Chanda's advice, he went to Ranchi. When looked out of the window in Ranchi, he tried to recall the things, the roads, the areas where all he had gone. But he found all of them very unfamiliar for him, and he thought of going to Hoodoor Falls, that he might recall something about Hoodoor Falls. When he went there, after a while he was unconscious when two of the picnickers found him unconscious there. They tried to help him to give consciousness. He coming around, he said that was just no hope. Next day morning, he was back to Calcutta. He was in very stressed out mind. He was depressed now that he has no hope, and he thought of something happened to him. Probably a kind of memory loss, and what would become of him? He will end up by losing his job, his confidence, his ability, his respect in the society. He might end up dead, or no one will look up. He felt completely depressed. He called up Dr. Paresh Chanda to come out and meet him. There come a servant with a green envelope. Let's see what happened next. Bipin Babu opened that envelope and there was a letter from Chunilal. Here he had written, "Dear Bipin, I had no idea that will could change you so much when I was under a condition or undergone bad luck. You didn't help me with a job. I have no money, but I have imagination. So whatever just experience that Ranchi trip is all the part of my imagination, and this was just to punish you for your misbehavior. In some time you will be all right, and I have written a novel which is now considered by a publisher, and definitely I will get some money to see me through a few months from there." When Bipin read this letter, he couldn't believe his eyes. He now understood, and now this was all the trick played by his very own friend Chunilal. Now Bipin learned his lesson that he could help others when they are in real need. As he was thinking about all this, Parishanda entered the room. But Bipin Babu is so embarrassed. He couldn't tell this to doctor what the real case was. So he told that he had a fall due to which his hip was paining. So to cover up, Bipin Babu asked the doctor to give him a painkiller on that hip pain. Let's see the comprehension question for part 4. Had Bipin Babu really lost his memory and forgotten all about a trip to Ranchi? No, Bipin Babu did not lose his memory. It was a trick played by Chunilal. Why do you think Chunilal did what he did? Chunilal says he has no money. What is it that he does have? Bipin Babu did not help Chunilal with job and money, so Chunilal wanted to punish him. Though Chunilal did not have any money, but he had good imagination, with the help of which he had written a book whose publication would give him some money to pass through his life. Let's see the summary of the chapter. Bipin Babu, he is the target of a conspiracy which is a humorous take after all. The climax is a bit funny but interesting and gives him the much needed psychological relief. Forgetfulness often puts us in a tight spot, but forgetting a part of one's life completely may drive one insane. In this story, our protagonist is troubled at the selective lapse of memory. This story by Satyajit Ray is quite interesting story because of the element of offense that is introduced at the end. Bipin Chowdhury is very cleverly tricked by Chunilal for not receiving the much needed help from him. In the beginning of the lesson, it is told that every Monday, Bipin Babu used to stop on a bookshop. He used to buy some books as crime stories, ghost stories and thrillers. Bipin Babu was a lonely man. His wife had died 10 years ago. His ailment was a lapse of memory. He clearly forgot that he had been to Ranchi in 1958. One day he met Parimal Ghosh, but he did not recognize him. Parimal Ghosh has already identified him and also narrated Ranchi's incident. He told everything: Bangla, Dinesh Mukherjee and pain in his knees. But listening whole story, Bipin refused to accept these things. But Parimal Ghosh again told him his personal things such as family, including wife, kids and death of his brother. After meeting with Parimal Ghosh, Bipin Babu began to ponder over the incident of Ranchi. He was thinking why he was not able to recall the incident, whether it was untrue or he was losing his memory. He also thought about the man who knew everything about him. So for confirmation, he saw his right knee. Then he thought about Dinesh Mukherjee. He also thought to ring up him. At last, he talked to him. He also confirms the incident of Ranchi. After office work, Bipin Babu returned home. He lay down on the bed and again began to think about that incident. At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant told him that Mr. Chunni Lal wants to meet him, which is so urgent. Chunni asked him for money, but Bipin Babu refused. Besides, he began to confess about the incident of Ranchi and his last job just to verify if he was losing his memory or not. But Chunni Lal also replied positively. Then Bipin Babu called Dr. Paresh Chanda for treatment. At the end of the lesson, Bipin himself went to Hooddru. When he reached Hooddru, he felt unconsciousness there. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in Calcutta. Few minutes later, Bipin's servant brought a letter which was describing Chunni's revenge. Now Bipin understood all the matter when Dr. Paresh Chanda again came to treat him. He was totally surprised when Bipin told him that he was better now. And he just needed a painkiller as he has fallen in Ranchi. So the moral of the lesson is we must try to understand and empathize with people around us and connect with the common thread that makes us all human. Experience is a hard teacher because it gives the test first, the lesson afterwards. So students, today's assignment is learn the characters in the prose, Bipin Chowdhury's The Lapse of Memory. Hope you learned the lesson clearly. Thank you, students.